everybody. Welcome to the finals of the July Minor. It's gonna be Way to Death against MTY. The first Russian-only finals. And, yeah. I wonder how this is actually gonna play, because the Russians do play a bit differently, because we can't communicate with them and share our shitty strats. So.
Yeah, and these two teams play against each other a lot. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this goes. See how they play against each other, because they scrim against each other like in private a lot, like on weird hours and stuff. And they don't always announce it. So
yeah,
you don't actually get to catch many of the scrims.
Well, AA and IO ban. I imagine we'll also see like the Ricky and the Omni Knight ban. I would be surprised if there's something else that happens.
Both teams love Ricky, that's for sure. I think they've both run Ricky already in this tournament.
Luna. Well, that's surprising.
They watched game 2.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if Luna was really like the main culprit there. I mean, she did well, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if she was what won the game.
Yeah, I don't know if she's first round of bans worthy. I feel like she's a ban 12 or 14.
Like I can see that Luna, in the second round of bans, right? Like I can totally see that. But first ban, there's a lot of first ban worthy stuff. Like Viper is just in the pool now. All right, and then you've got like I don't know. Admittedly, I guess they have first pick, so they don't need to worry so much about. But yeah, there goes the Clinks.
The first pick Clinks, interesting. Can you turn down your volume ever so slightly? I can hear my echo again.
Yeah, 1 second. There we go.
It's pretty quiet, and it's only when I hit a loud note, so it shouldn't take much.
Okay. Yeah, so they've got Clinks. Clinks is a hero that I don't think he's been allowed in the tournament so far. Like he's always been banned. There's the Viper.
Yeah, not at least in any of like the serious matches. Like pretty sure I saw him earlier picked up in one of the games I was casting.
Yeah. So is Balmy balancing the game or not? Ideally, I'm not gonna lie to you, but ideally, I would like to not have to do that in the future. Once we get to the stage where we can hire somebody for balance. But until then, I probably have to do it.
Yeah, we'll also be able to gather significantly better metrics having control over the engine, so we'll get great statistics to balance in a more educated manner, as opposed to kind of the guess and check way we do it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and hopefully a larger player base, which also gives just much better numbers. But yeah, I ideally would like to just focus on design and such. I don't really care too much about balancing. It's more something that I do on OAA because somebody has to do it.
MTY ran over Dropster Yellow Team Gay with Clinks earlier today.
Oh, they did have Clinks. All right.
Yeah. Very dominating performance.
So the Medusa coming out against the Magnus. Oh, Medusa with Clinks as well. This is probably going to be a support Medusa, actually. Like, I think she'll probably buy Aghanims. Because, like, imagine that. Like, Medusa throws out the snake. Like, it hits somebody. They stun. They take 50% more physical damage. Clinks goes in and one-shots them.
Yep.
But,
And then with the refresher shenanigans to triple scream in duels.
Yeah. So I expect this to be a support Medusa, which has actually been reasonably popular. Medusa is just a really solid counter against Magnus as well. Because, like, Magnus jumps in, gets the RP, and what now? You can't follow up because the Medusa ultimate is going on. You can't look at them. This makes it a bit tricky.
Let's see what these bans are. What else has made it through that these teams like to play? Sniper ban. All right. Derpy messaging me, letting me know that Way to Death and MTY actually played a scrim before the tournament today.
Oh.
And Way to Death won with a sniper tied combo.
Oh. Well,
so the sniper ban is pretty reasonable and probably inspired by some performance earlier today.
I do like Sniper quite a bit, actually. Like, he just has a lot of attack range.
The pushback's so good. Yeah. Melee heroes that don't have, like, some kind of blink or jump, they just get so run over by him.
They can't get close. You just cannot get near him. He sits all the way in the back and just lays into you.
And he slows you so much while he's doing it, too. That's good stuff. Ban out the Naga. It's completely reasonable. Naga's so strong.
It's especially good against Magnus again. You know, like if you want to
Yeah.
go for like a crazy RP kind of big play style, Naga just puts everybody to sleep and ends that. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Naga Medusa was like very much the two heroes that carried the Nails Wiener team into winning the Techland tournament.
I've got a cat.
Got a cat.
She was sitting in front of the door and crying.
Mine's just like rolling around near me constantly.
So the anti-mage ban. So that tells me they want to go for magic damage, right? Like that's why you ban anti-mage, because you want to get a shrug.
And Medusa. He melts through a shield.
I really think people overrate that. Anti-mage's mana burn isn't actually that significant in OAA. And the Mystic Snake is stupid and gives you infinite mana back.
It does give a lot of mana back, but like once you the mana shield scales insanely.
Yeah, it does. That's like his main tool.
I think pick 16 or 18 are going to be Invoker. I bet.
I wouldn't be too surprised to see an Invoker. Yeah,
the DXS Invoker is so good. They took out the Anti-Mage. What else is good against Invoker that they have to worry about? Is anything good against Invoker? Frey says, I need details because of memes.
I know, I saw. It's the island thing that... No, yeah, the company's based in America. No island, sorry. Not at this point. Celebration meme video. Okay.
Please, stop turn off my computer. You're so cute, but so annoying. All right. Taking their times on these picks here. Really figuring out what they want to do. Which teams are playing? This is More Than You versus Way to Death. Both of the Russian teams.
Yeah, I could maybe put that on the screen actually. 1 second.
It's best of 3, and this is the first game. Zeus pickup. All right. The Centaur, he's been so popular. I think once again, Rutik will play Centaur every single game this tournament so far.
Oh, yeah. It works for him.
Yeah, he's been getting good results. That's funny. After the Animage gets banned out, they just pick 2 really high magic damage. Although the Ember will actually probably be cleave physical damage. We saw that earlier today. Ember Spirit on Way to Death went double Battle Fury, double Daedalus. One of the weirdest, funniest looking builds I've ever seen. I feel like you ban Invoker here if you're Way to Death.
Oh, yeah,
DXS is a really strong Invoker. It would work so well with this team.
I think the Invoker is really scary. Like, they just do a great job making him work. You gotta respect them.
I'm surprised Wind Ranger made it this long with these teams, because both these teams play her, and we saw Wind Ranger getting first picked earlier.
Yeah. No, I would be very surprised if they don't go for the Invoker, to be honest. But admittedly, like, one of the things is... No, Invoker's really good against Ember Spirit. You know, like, Flame Guard just gets purged off. It's weird. Zeus does provide vision against Klings, so that's good. Right, and against Wind Ranger. Especially since More Than You really likes invisibility. Like, they're probably gonna buy some more Shadow Blades while they add it.
Yeah, they do really like it. Something that DXS points out all the time to me is that he thinks that the either number of charges or cooldown of sentry wards in the shop needs to be buffed substantially. He doesn't think you can get enough sentry wards out, and that invisibility is really strong because of it.
Yeah, no, that's probably true, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree. I think it could use both more charges and maybe a slightly slower cooldown. I'm not sure if it's cooldown or charges that are the main problem. I gotta look at the numbers.
I imagine it is actually the cooldown, because charges don't matter if you just keep buying it. Just had a thought in the show. Take OAA, take a chunk out of the OAA, end up with CAA, can stand for Custom Angel Arena. Meh. Not really, like, feeling it too much. Honestly, don't worry about the names for now. Like, name is something we'll worry about when we get to it. So, we're gonna have the last pick here. I really wonder if it's gonna be that Invoker.
It could be the. So my thought is like, what could they be afraid of Way to Death last picking against the Invoker? Or do you just pick up Tidehunter?
I don't know. I mean, Tidehunter's really good.
It's ridiculous.
Their team just has a lot of burst, but like has a lot of physical damage, but it really relies on them actually being able to attack. So maybe they want to get somebody that can actually cast some spells. You know, go for maybe Lashrak, Disruptor. I feel like Disruptor wouldn't be too bad. You trap the Ember Spirit, can't really do much.
Using up all their time.
No, there's
the Tide.
There's the Tide. Well, Tide is a good hero.
Tide is a good hero. I feel like that's just like a safe pick right there.
Right. Yeah, no, Tide is just one of those. It's like, we could go for something crazy, or we just get Tide.
Yeah, exactly.
Troll Water. Alright, so all around just pretty solid stuff.
Good teams on both sides. I like this. It's going to be so interesting because their playstyles are so similar that it'll be a cool matchup.
Yeah, they practice a lot with each other, as you already mentioned. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And in fact, from the last tournament season, they've actually traded players a little bit. I don't remember who it was, but a couple people were on the other teams.
How do I make this not look like shit? Fuck it. It will just look like shit. There we go. Fantastic. Beautiful.
That looks good enough. All right. So who's playing what? Ooh, interesting. DXS Tidehunter.
Oh, is it a carry tie? 250 attack damage. Let's go.
Is this a carry? What is happening? Because so DXS usually plays like a playmaker kind of hero. He's not always a carry either. Like when he played Tinker, he was generally a support role that just do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean, you do have.
I wonder how he's gonna build that.
250 attack damage right there. I mean, you gotta respect that. That's a lot of damage.
That's true. Interesting.
All right.
Do you 5 see raindrops on Radiant?
These pictures of like some girl on these buttons as well?
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Where did that come from?
I don't know. That same picture was one of their profile pictures for a really long time. I want to say it was DXS. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably like a team picture of them or something. I'm just wondering how Dota picked that up. That's kind of funny. Alright, anyway, we've got a duel going on here. Sheodar is running in a little bit. Magnus is, of course, reasonably tanky, but he's not going to be forced to retreat. Klink sitting in the back. He's got the 30 bonus damage, so that's going to hurt a lot. Supreme on the retreat as well. He's probably going to go down. DXS going to take that kill. Chasing down the Zeus. Actually gets hit by that power shot from half the map away, cancelling one of those stacks of the raindrop. And down he goes. Cyberpunk doesn't stand much of a chance either. Now it's just the Troll Warded going up against 4. I don't think there's much he can do.
Might be able to kill one of them, especially with
put the raindrop in the backpack and just surrender. That's what he should do here. Put the
raindrop. He should definitely backpack the raindrop.
Yeah. Backpack the raindrop and just die. Like, that's the plan. Oh, that's another stack just wasted.
Yeah. He burned off 2 charges of it.
Right. I mean, if they're smart, they'll just like...
Oh, look at the body blocking.
There we go. Now he can
try
another. No. Yeah, they wanted to get the kill to the Medusa, which is reasonable enough. Right, and now she actually has a Wraith Band just because of that duel. So, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Zeus going to be running around, of course, spamming Arc Lightning. What do you actually, like at level 25 with Zeus, do you actually get the 275 cast range or the 170 Arc Lightning damage? It's like Arc Lightning damage, I don't know. It's just nice. Like in regular Dota, it's super awesome because you just do so much damage with it. But I don't know how good it is.
Yeah. So, well, in regular Dota, it's a nearly 100% increase in damage. Here, it's barely 50.
Yeah, but 50% is still quite a bit.
It's still quite a bit. It's a tough call. I feel like you probably buy Ether Lens regardless, so you might not need the cast range. You might just have plenty already.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
And
see.
definitely upgrade on Ags either way. So at the latest game, he's almost certainly gonna have both.
Oh yeah, you definitely get Axe. You need that Nimbus Cloud. Nimbus. You know what I find funny? Like, even in regular Dota, people are complaining about the Nimbus Cloud now. But when it was implemented, nobody even like, everybody's like, this thing doesn't do anything. And now people are like, oh my god.
Dude, Nimbus, it's good.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It took a long time for people to really figure out the impact it has, because it is a little bit difficult to tell at times, but it's just, you should probably use it. You know, just the fact that you have this really low cooldown global presence that is in no way a threat to yourself is actually just really nice. That is incredibly helpful. Anyway, we've got the Zeus, now level 2. No point in a static field yet. A little bit of a shame. He won't be able to take down these creeps rather efficiently.
Yeah, I don't usually skill Lightning Bolts, so actually a little bit later when I play Zeus. I go for a farming Zeus and max out Arc Lightning with at least 1 point in the static field. And then start maxing Lightning Bolt from there.
I believe the Lightning Bolt has recently been changed to... Yeah, like, it's got a better value point at level 1. So maybe, you know, I just want to get down and have the 125 damage for any potential fights here. But yeah, seems like they're going to leave this camp for the Viper, mostly.
Last hit wise, Ember Spirit has twice the second place person.
Yeah, Ember Spirit also going for...
And he's twice the second highest level.
Yeah, well, he's been farming. Going for Battle Fury here as well. So he'll be quite scary very quickly. It's actually a little bit funny. I personally think that like Caster Ember is much stronger in the late game. But Physical Ember is a bit more mid-rangey, right? Like, you can do more in the mid-game there. I wonder if we'll see, like, a hard commitment into either side here. Just
if he builds his Ember anything like he did in the game that they picked Ember earlier today, it's going to be all physical damage. Earlier today when they picked Ember, he went Battle Fury, Daedalus.
Oh yeah, that seems reasonable. You know, you just want to get those big cleaves, essentially. And
oh yeah, I mean, at one point he sleight of fisted and killed 3 people.
Yeah, 700 AoE, you get 2 stacks of it with the level 25 talent, you know, you just get a whole bunch of kills. Alright, how many Tranquil Boots do we have?
Ooh, Gish messing up the Roshan pole slightly.
1 Tranquil Ember, 1 on Zeus, 1 on Viper, 1 on Magnus, and the Troll Warder doesn't have upgraded boots yet. Ah, it's actually gonna be treads on Troll Warder.
You know, you can click the little shield in the top right to see everyone's items at once.
Oh, there it is. I kept looking for that button, but I didn't use it. It doesn't work anymore. There used to be a hotkey for that. I don't know what the hotkey is. Hey, quick one.
Yeah, I never knew the hotkey. Someone just told me that once, and it changed my life forever.
Yeah, that's a lot of Tranquils there, and on the other side, seems you're gonna see an about equal amount. What's the Wind Ranger going for? Yep, Tranquils.
Yeah, Wind Ranger could go for either, so...
Yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of Tranquils.
Oh yeah, but she's got Tranks queued, so it's gonna be 4 Tranks, 1 Cleave on both teams.
Oh.
And we see the Ember Spirit already building his first crit.
Yep. I mean, Ember Spirit is just scary right now. He's little tank. He's got himself the Battle Fury going on. Crystallis is online.
Yep. That's a scary Ember right now. His power spike is pretty significant.
I like that they're going for this. You gotta go ahead and secure those big camps. Right,
and Ember's so good at this.
Oh no, he's dead!
Oh, he gets caught out though. Well played.
And now Klinks is coming in. So Klinks is an interesting hero, right? Klinks just does massive amounts of damage after he has a few items. And it's mostly just because of Death Pact, right? Like, Death Pact just hurts. As well as actually Strafe being an absurd ability in this game out of the +4 seconds Strafe duration.
Every coin helps.
Alright, Troll Warlord's gonna be going up against the Medusa here. Starts laying into her, there's not really much she can do. We've got a bigger, more interesting duel on the other side. Zeus, gonna be the first casualty. Supreme on the retreat, it's taking a lot of damage, but he also has a health
landed
potion.
a massive Ravage.
Oh, big RP!
Ooh, what an RP!
And down goes down goes 3 of them actually. Nice crit right afterwards. Ember Spirit not just trying to finish this one. He gets the Shackles, Wind Ranger will go down. So, that health potion coming in handy right there. Ember goes down. Oh, that was funny. Just respawns right in the middle of those Ancients, gets beaten up, and then Centaur comes in and stomps him down really quick. There are a lot of creeps around.
Yeah, the Centaur got the kill. Let's go, Rudik. It's like 5th game in a row playing Centaur.
Yeah. This guy is just, he just showed up today to take some money and play Centaur.
Yeah.
And so far he's accomplished both.
Guys, I'm just here to play Centaur. Yeah, it's true. Both these teams are guaranteed to get money.
Yeah, they're just playing for $50, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, well, $50 per player, by the way. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, so 250.
Yeah. Well, Supreme gonna chase down the Centaur right here, gets another quick crit right there. Yeah, the Ember Spirit just being level 13 is a real issue, right? Like, and this is what I meant. Like, Ember Spirit, if you go for the physical side, he just comes online very, very, very quickly. So
he has his first Daedalus completed. He finishes another Battle Fury.
Yep, and he's just looking nice and healthy. Like, he's just all around a strong little fella right here. Gets himself that big creep, the big burst of money from that Ancient, of course. And a second Battle Fury. On top of that, of course, we have the Magnus with the Empower. And Blink Dagger online as well.
And then anytime the enemy team gets RP'd and Supreme is around, a bunch of them are going to die.
Yeah, there's just too much damage, really.
Yeah.
Now, on the other side, I do want to mention that Ember Spirit is incredibly squishy. This
He has
hero
1,000 HP.
cannot, and he will stay at that kind of HP pool for the entire game. He may not have exactly 1,000 HP, but he might as well. He will not be able to take hits, and the Klings will be able to just slaughter him. So will also the Wind Ranger, and we already saw that right there. This is definitely going to be a match of who can catch who first. Right, if the RP comes out, or if the Ember Spirit just gets to sit in the back while being ignored, the dire side is in a great position. But on the other hand, if the Klings just holds back, gets his silence, gets his...
Look in the top left. There was just a Magnus in the trees with a Wind Ranger killing him. They were just like all the way in the back fighting each other. It's really goofy looking. The dire team finds DXS and he's going to melt.
Yep.
Yeah, both these teams have so much burst potential, so much damage, but only one of them has Ravage and Medusa. And I think that's a really big deal.
That is a very specific requirement, but accurate. Like, I do actually agree. Like,
yeah.
The Medusa is just going to be a problem, and so will be the Tidehunter. And does the Ember Spirit have space for BKB? I mean, he's not going for it right now. He's going for Lincoln's, which also is not BKB. And that is going to be a bit of an issue.
Then he's going for the exact same build as last time because he also got Lincoln's then as well. I couldn't remember what his 5th item was, and when you said it, that was definitely it. So I suspect that last slot will be another... Or no, actually, this is a complete item set. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all he's got. He's got boots, he's got Lincoln's, he's got damage. Right?
Yeah.
The Lincolns will not be enough to save him from Klings, which just is not. And there you go, he's just immediately silenced and dead. Right, this will be the problem, and I don't know if they'll be able to like deal with that.
He did just right-click a hero and killed him in 2 shots. I think it was the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, but you always got to ask yourself. I mean, the end goal is to win that final duel, right? So you need to make sure you can win that. And most of the like big burst damage from the dire side is that Ember Spirit. So if the Radiant side just says, alright, we'll sacrifice the Centaur if that means we can kill the Ember Spirit, then that's a fine trade for them, because they can just kill the rest of the team afterwards. Like, Ember Spirit is just an essential core here. Admittedly, the dire side also has that Troll Warlord, and Troll Warlord definitely shouldn't be underestimated in terms of damage output. And thermal bashing. Gotta go ahead and take down that boss really quick. Radiant side kind of falling back. But if the fake announcement doesn't go on YouTube, I'm unsubbing. No, I recorded it. I'm still really happy about that. I just had to do it, man. I thought that was really funny. Hey, Akilon, thanks for the sub. The XS now picking up that Solar Crest. Solar Crest definitely needs quite a nerf here, honestly. Glimmer Cape also. And, well, we've got a 2-on-2 in this arena and a 3-on-3. It's actually two interesting duels. Well, this one might take a little while longer, so let's take a look at the other one. Klink's coming in from the backlines, kills Magnus. Ember Spirit now caught out. He's gonna be forced to Remnant away, but he just does not stand a chance. Zeus is definitely dead as well. On the other hand, we've got the Wind Ranger and the Ascento also just cleaning out that duel. 1 second. And Chris blue screened. Alright. Cool. So I was wondering where the hell he went, but turns out he actually did go somewhere. He just didn't start ignoring me, so I feel a little bit less a little bit less awkward about that now. So that's good to know. I'm sure he'll be back in just a second. Until then, you guys are just gonna be stuck with me. Alright. Well done. Got a charger here. Oh, you guys actually missed with that. Come on, guys. You're better than that. Alright. The dash forward. Charger takes a lot of damage. And down he goes. Oh, Wind Ranger. Gonna be going down. Yep, Supreme just charging forward. He throws down a Remnant in the back. Still just holding his own. They managed to get that capture point. And he is actually just upgrading his stuff. So there's a level 2 on all of these. This is really important because like in a game that is pretty close like this one, and it is very important which things you upgrade first. Right? Super, super essential. And so Supreme maxing out all of this stuff right away. Yeah. Alright, like that's just...
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, hello. Yeah. So Supreme has committed to his item build.
Oh yeah, this is his Ember. This is how he runs Ember.
Well, we saw in that last duel how it can't go wrong. Just
They get run over.
yeah, just got completely destroyed. I mean, if you get caught with a build like this, you just can't do anything. They're super reliant on the Magnus doing things, right? They need Magnus to jump in and get an RP. And Klings essentially just targeted out the Magnus, and then Ember Spirit was running around in the sides and was like, oh, I can't hit anybody, and then he died. I don't think about this build. He also doesn't really... He didn't make space for an MKB, which I find questionable.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. But doesn't Sleight of Fist hit no matter what?
Oh yeah, he does have a True Strike talent. Actually, you're right. He does not need MKB. Nope, he totally has a True Strike talent. I don't think Sleight of Fist automatically hits, but he just has True Strike. So doesn't need it.
Well, that's even better. So one thing I really like, talking about these squishy damage dealers, I think it's one of the things that makes Clink so strong is that he gets a ton of HP when he consumes the corner creeps.
Yeah, you can.
So he's actually really tanky too.
I don't think he can he consume the corner creeps? Corner creeps are ancients.
They're ancients. I forget if he can consume ancients.
I don't think.
But either way, he can consume some decently large creeps.
Yeah, I mean, creeps just
get a lot of HP. Also, hello, Helm of the Dom. I'm of the opinion that if you have a Clinks on your team, your support should buy a Helm of the Dominator. The minimum HP into Ultimate.
Well,
you get to get maximum efficiency.
Just earlier, we realized that Helm of the Dominator only provides +2 into all attributes at all levels, making it a little less optimal, I think.
Ooh, I love when they do that. I've noticed these Russian teams now do this. They get the corner creeps to low HP. They wait for the minute boundary. That way, the second creep is just crammed into that one. Then they finish it off.
Yeah.
It's just optimal. I love it. It's great optimization.
I'm gonna go ahead and just start working on this tier 2 boss right here. While in the meantime, we've got the Radiant side killing a tier 3 up at the top. So they're a little bit ahead. And they're gonna continue to stay ahead, it seems. Oh, Clings. People have died to these bosses, it seems. There's just lots of death all over the place. But they finally managed to get them.
Every coin helps.
Meantime, DXS is gonna start capturing the capture point up there. Yeah, those capture points. Like, honestly, those capture points, they should just give tier 2 cores. If they gave tier 2 cores, people would actually be interested.
Yeah, I think we just, like, off by 1, all of them, and we just increase the core level by 1 for all. Just make them start at 2, and otherwise leave them completely unmodified, and I think they're good.
It's funny that you know, the game has just gotten faster and faster and faster, and people are, you know, getting powerful quicker and quicker and quicker. So at this point, a tier 1 core just isn't cutting it.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just slice up all of these creeps. He's now level 27. He does have the 2 Sleight of Fist charges. Now, this is another thing. Like, do you need 2 Sleight of Fist charges? I know that I like keep criticizing this a lot, but I'm just worried about him. I don't want him to just, you know, get slaughtered in these fights, and I think he might get slaughtered in these fights. So having minus 25 seconds restore time, that really helps with mobility. So, I don't know. Admittedly, the Fire Remnant does get additional charges anyway. So
yeah, I mean, he's just going hard on this gimmick. He's relying on his team to keep him safe, and he's just going to Sleight of Fist people. He replaces his boots with a BKB.
For the duel, nice Ravage. Connects him too. Medusa casts her
Rudik
ultimate.
found him.
Yep, and the ultimate just keeps going on. The Troll Warlord is going to be stoned up right here. There's actually no damage coming towards the Troll though. So Troll just gets to start working on DXS. DXS goes down. The thing is that the big damage dealers from the Radiant side are not in this duel, so they just kind of screwed. Honestly, they just got RNG'd out of this. Like, they had both the Windrunner and the Klings in their own separate duel, which they destroyed.
Yeah.
But they just now don't have damage to kill these, you know, to kill the DPSs from the other side. So now they just kind of get overwhelmed. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's not a huge deal. On that note, Medusa is actually going for more of a supporting Medusa, right? We've got 2 Scotties. We've got ourselves an Aghanim Scepter as well, so Refresher Orb.
Refresher, yeah. I wonder if we'll see Andis as the last slot. That's been super popular for the Medusa, support Medusa build.
What was that? Which one was popular?
Aeon Disc.
Aeon Disc. Yes, yes. Actually, you think that's something we introduced. Arkimo. Was it Arkimo? I think Arkimo was playing a lot of Aeon Disc Medusa in the Techland tournament.
Yeah, because I feel like he got a Bloodstone for swag at one point and then realized he upgraded into Aeon Disc and did that, and then everyone was like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah, no, the Aeon Disc was always planned in all of those games. Like,
okay.
It was always very intentional that we went for Aeon Disc because it's just something that allows the Medusa to guarantee she gets off her ultimate, and guaranteeing that you get that is just really important, especially if we're playing more of like a position 3, position 4 Medusa.
Because those consecutive screams, they last a really, really long time. I mean, if you scream refresh right when a duel starts, you get 1 scream off that. Then you get to scream again because you refreshed it before the duel, and then your refresher's off cooldown, so you refresh it again, and you can get 3 screams off.
Yeah.
Each with 9 seconds. That's...
Oh. Magnus goes down. By the way, Arkimo is confirming that I am full of shit, and that he was just building Bloodstone, so...
Okay, that's what I thought, because you guys were crazy ahead the first game you did it.
Alright, Zeus is gonna be...
he did Bloodstone for mana regen. And it did actually work that game, because he was far enough ahead that he was able to get a bunch of charges, and then just became completely unkillable.
Did you show Fairy's reaction to the announcement? Yeah, we'll show that later. It's just not right in the middle of the game. Hand of Midas, by the way, on the Medusa. Although I find it a bit odd that she's not actually maxing it. You know, I feel like if you're gonna build a Hand of Midas, you want to max it out, right?
Oh yeah, if you get Midas, max it. Totally.
I don't know, she's just been keeping it at level 2 for quite a while now. I wonder if he just forgot or something. Oh, bit weird. Klings has got himself like the Coffer Faded Bloodform, Desolator, just all around the typical Klings build. You know, one of the big advantages of this hero is that you really don't need to worry too much about getting survivability. You just have a lot of HP from the ultimate, and you get a BKB, and you're kind of fine. Right, and then the Q actually gives you a lot of additional survivability as well. And he did go
he's
for
sitting on
4
nearly
seconds straight.
5,000 HP, and he has no survivability items.
Yeah.
I mean, Covfefe gives a lot of stats, so there's a little bit of survivability there, but it's not 4.8k HP survivability. All right, well, connection problem. I think that was a pause and then deliberate disconnect, so I think he's reconnecting.
Oh, did you guys link Frey the wrong announcement, the fake announcement, and now he thought that was the real announcement? Feels bad, man.
Frey doesn't trust anyone.
Although I am very happy that I am so happy I made that video. Like I got that video yesterday and I prepared everything ready to show it on stream, and I wasn't able to stop giggling about it. Like it's just so funny to me. All right, what is? Well, we've got a minute right now. So we've got to disconnect.
Wow. The reaction video is very, 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 very loud.
I can't even hear like the video. Is it just gonna be Frey screaming into the microphone very loudly?
Eventually, yes. God, I love this video so much.
Fucking asshole! You fucking asshole! You fucking asshole! Oh my god, are you serious? Oh! Oh! I thought it was a fucking real video! Oh my god! You bitch!
It's a very important
Stop
announcement.
lagging, you shitty Twitch! God fucking damn it! Stop lagging! God damn it!
Like he's also raging at Twitch. It's beautiful. It's pissed at both you and Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree that Twitch should take a fair share of the blame. Okay, well then, let's hope the Ember Spur comes back. Man, it's been a long day already. I'm kind of glad we didn't do that first round.
Yeah.
Been a solid 6 hours. The game isn't even over yet.
Oh, if any of you sent an email to jobs@thinkingbottle already, send it again because it wasn't set up correctly. We're professionals.
Is it set up correctly now, or when are they supposed to send it again?
All right, carry on.
Yeah, it should be set up correctly now.
Okay.
Add a message in our Discord.
Good.
News. All right, so back to the game. Where are things going right now? MTY is in the lead, and I think they have better team fight for these big duels, these big important duels.
All right, yeah. That side, just gonna go ahead and start grinding up a lot of these bosses.
Yeah, looks like both teams are doing that, just taking a break to secure a bunch of cores that their team needs. It's important.
Now the big thing, I'm just worried about the Dire side being able to keep this Ember Spirit alive. I mean, look at this. He's level 34. He just died to this boss because he's got approximately 7 HP. He's got 2,400 life. Like, this is nothing. He's got 22 armor. And Troll Bullet is... Oh, nice RP. Nice RP. Troll isn't dead yet. Not yet. He's got some lifesteal. He's gonna start working on his Medusa. Goes down
Oh my
immediately.
god, here comes Mr. Random.
Yeah. And the Klings is here, and the Klings is gonna just do a lot of damage. Klings is just a scary hero, man.
And we saw how Medusa does so well against RP right there. Because she was screaming, got RP'd, and was just like, okay, I'm already screaming. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. You know, you go for the Medusa, and then what? Like, what happens? Nothing. She just activates her ultimate, and she's fine. And it kind of keeps going like that. And the problem is also Medusa is one of those heroes. She's really tanky. So, oh, Amber's dead. 2 hits, literally 2 hits.
You got caught up by the clinks, yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is the problem. Like, and a magical damage Ember is a little bit more tanky because you actually go for like a terrain core and you can squeeze on the regen crystal and all of that stuff. You know, get a Shiva's guard, you actually have some armor. And honestly, he doesn't even need to go for like a magic damage. I mean, it doesn't need to change completely like that. But I just don't know if this like all-in pure damage build is really what's gonna like carry him. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll see. I will see. Oh, RP on 1. Oh, well, and he gets silent instead.
And then get silenced.
Yep, no, there
Yeah,
he
he's
goes.
dead.
He RP'd the Tide Hunter though. Nice cleave from the Ember Spirit, at least that. But now he is he dead? No, he's actually the only one that isn't dead. Slider Fist, doesn't matter. No. Oh, he's actually back in the duel arena, what?
Uh-oh.
It's okay, he's got TPs, he'll be fine. Just TP out, there we go.
Is it bugged?
No, he's
Okay.
fine. He's
So
fine.
there's something that you can do, and I don't know how it works, but there's a way to make it so you constantly get teleported in and out of the duel over and over again.
Magic damage Ember does essentially no damage. I disagree. I think magic damage Ember actually does a lot of damage. I mean, it's mostly actually the Fire Remnant, but think about Fire Remnants. 1200 damage and you get 5 of them. That's 6000 damage right there. And that's before any like bonuses. You know, any spell arm, you know, you get a Veil of Discord or something like that. Again, I'm not here to criticize the players that made it into
Look at the
finals.
Parmastun on the Medusa.
Yeah, that's just Troll
Defense of
Warlord.
the oddest.
Troll Warlord is one of those heroes that's just... You can't fight him. That's the thing, right? You cannot fight him in a one-on-one. You can deal
Yeah.
with him outside of that, but the one thing you do not want to do is just straight up brawl it out with him. You will lose 100% of the time.
You don't want to man fight a troll. Troll is a bigger man than you.
Pretty much a bigger man than everybody. He just does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna go ahead and just get themselves tier 2 right there. Continue farming up.
Yep, just cleaning up all the bosses on the map.
Well, what they're doing here I don't think is terrible. The problem is that they aren't actually able to keep up with the Radiant side. The Radiant side is just much quicker at killing all of these bosses. They have so much minus armor and they just have more direct damage. Ember Spirit is a hero that is very bursty and like, you know, like Slide of Fist is his thing. That's how he does damage. Right? He doesn't actually do that much damage on each attack. Oh, there we go. Right, that's the thing. He got the crit, he got the cleave, slaughtered a Tide Hunter from full HP, no problem. That's where he excels. Where he doesn't excel is just a single unit punching it because he has no attack speed. So he's not necessarily the world's greatest boss killing hero. And on the other side, you know, you've got Klings, you've got the Wind Range, and both of those, they just do massive single target damage. Well, Roriel is going to be going down right here. It's going to take a little bit, but he will be going down. Hey, Coco. There's an owl outside my window. Now the cat is freaking out and needs to take a look at the owl.
Nice. My cat system looks at the pigeons all the time because they're our own pigeons.
Oh, that's actually funny. Yeah, what Coco likes to do is she likes to sit on the windowsill on the couch and then just watch the birds out in the garden. And she can sit there for as long as there are birds. And if that
Yeah.
takes hours, then she's happy to sit there for hours. Does not care.
Does
Anyway.
she chatter? Then he chatters.
So, we've got our Klings now with the Coffee Fay online. It's got... Oh man, this guy just does so much damage. I don't... I don't know what they're gonna do to stop him, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't even have his ultimate active right now, and he still has 4.1k HP and hits for nearly $1,000.
Yeah, the ultimate just adds a whole bunch on top of that. And especially, like, soon he's actually gonna have level 5 of his ultimate, and then it just goes nutty, you know? It can give him additional 5,000 HP. Just gotta find a big creep. Well, there we go. We've got a big fight coming up. There's a Viper. Viper's gonna go ahead and notice over himself. He's gonna be fine for the time being. Ravage coming out. Does a lot of damage, but not actually able to follow up on anything at this stage. Medusa's ultimate is active. Klings standing, getting bashed up by the Troll Warlord. The Bubble Orb kind of used to protect him, but it's not gonna be enough. At least for the time being, Troll Warlord will be going down though. Oh, troll. He's still fine. He's running. He's invisible. Just run. Oh, the satanic. He gets him. Skewer's gonna push DXS into the dire side base. He's gonna have to blink out of there, but he will be fine. And
heart transplant on Tidehunter.
I like it.
Yeah, I saw him transplanting into the Clinks and then just charging in.
Yeah. Oh,
I think the Clinks still got like one shot, but
no Clinks. But I think if you're gonna do that, I mean, Tidehunter's the hero for it, right? Like Tidehunter's just so tanky anyway. He doesn't really need it. He's got the Kraken Shell, which gives him almost 200 damage block on every single hit. Rest in pieces, Tidehunter. Holy shit. Oriel's wrecking them. Oriel stole Clinks' items, and now he just destroyed the Tidehunter.
The worst is when Oriel gets carry items with a Satanic, because then also on every right click he heals for like 4,000.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to give him lifesteal. I think that's the most important thing. We really gotta implement a mechanic for him where you can actually manipulate what items he gets. Anyway,
yeah,
Zeus
maybe they
Cloud's
need to
coming up.
rethink his mechanics in general and just make them better.
I think, like, I actually kind of like the idea. Like, I still like the idea of the whole item stealing thing. I just don't like that there's no way to manipulate it. Right? I feel like there should be a way he gets the items. Like, I don't know, some Sunstrike coming down, you can see it, and if you get hit by it, now he has your item. Right? And like...
Yeah, like, he's got a good concept, but I think the current implementation of the concept isn't the best.
No, it's definitely not. Anyway, we've got ourselves the Medusa going to be cornered right here. Actually taking a lot of damage, and the root lasts a long time. Ember Spirit starts working in a Wind Ranger, and just gets destroyed. Rest in pieces. That's a tier 5 charger. Hello.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get charged by him.
No, it's no guy. It's that. No. They're gonna go ahead and try to take this one down. The tier 5 charger is actually pretty tanky. Takes a little while. Go ahead and get him really quick though. Oh, not quite. Seems like it's gonna be another cycle.
Uh-oh. Got him get to phase 3.
Oh, be careful, be careful, be careful.
Don't get hit by phase 3 charge. It hurts. Minimis Clouds is doing work, though.
Wait. Oh, he just charged in the other direction. No?
Yeah,
Can
he
I do
charged
it?
in the
There
wrong
we
way.
go. Took a little while.
Alright, and they get
By the
that
way,
core.
Windrunner going for reduction orb.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah.
I was talking to DXS about I think reduction orb is absurdly overpowered. And just no one buys it.
Yeah, it's just
It's
really high up in the tier.
purchasable Abaddon ultimate. It's so good.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, it's a tier 5 item. Makes it a bit tricky to get. Especially since for, like, tier 4, you're kind of giving up heart, and nobody really wants to do that. But yeah, she does have a reduction orb, and we'll see how that works for her. It's a very nice item. In case you're not familiar with it, what it does is when you activate it, you just don't take damage anymore. For 4 seconds, you have 100% damage reduction. And then afterwards, you heal for 50% of the damage you would have taken. So that is, of course, something that really kind of impacts the fights in a very significant manner. You know, you get jumped, you activate a reduction up, you're just fine. You're just fine. You don't need to worry. Also gives you a
Especially
little
these
bit...
bursty style teams.
Yeah, right? Like, the Ember Spirit tries to, like, get you, or you get RP'd. If you manage to get off the reduction orb before you get hit by the RP, you're fine. You're fine. They can't hurt you. Titan are gonna be caught.
No. TXS doesn't make it.
Oh my god!
Oh, it was so close.
Yeah, but it's just, you can't see. You can't take those hits, and then it doesn't matter. The Klings just overwhelms them. Every time. Klings now going for an Enrage Crystal. I like it. We're seeing some interesting items coming out here. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, teams suddenly remembered that reflex cores exist. Well, don't exist, but the items that they
The
once
items.
built still do.
The items still exist.
Yeah, reflex items are still a thing.
Yeah. Ember Spirit gonna remnant away. He's gonna be fine for the time being, at least. Level 48, soon gonna have his max level ultimate. Screw away. Santo gonna be caught up here. He's pretty fast. He does have the illusions, but that's not gonna be enough. And down he goes. Down he goes. 80 and 60 right now. So it's definitely not over, but I personally am favoring the Radiant side by quite a bit. It really
I
just
favor
comes
the Radiant
down...
side because I cannot imagine how this Dire team can win a final duel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my big problem as well, right? Like, I think the way these final duels are going to go down is the Dire side will try to get an RP, and then the Kling suddenly appears behind the Ember Spirit, and then we have, you know, Nani memes, and the game is over. And
I mean, even if they get the RP, Medusa's going to already be screaming.
Yep, that's also true.
How, like, go ahead, get the RP, okay? We'll just wait out the stun duration, then kill your whole team.
Medusa also picking up a Blade Mail, and actually going for a coffee fade, just like a casual disable all the healing stuff. I like it. There's a bunch of creeps around here. I'm sure she can get some value out of that. So I'm not a big fan of is that she didn't max out the mana shield. I guess she's trying to like maximize the mana steal from the Mystic Snake, but maxing out mana shield is actually really nice. Like you just get a lot of additional survivability from that. And we've got a pause again.
Yeah, max level mana shield's pretty ridiculous. Damage per mana is 6.1, and this Medusa currently has a 7,000 mana pool. Command add announcement. Now the question is that the fake announcement or the real announcement? You're adding to exclamation point announcement.
Wait, I want to see which announcement this is. Let's go. Let's do pause right now anyway. No,
okay,
this is the real one.
I love that video.
I like the video a lot.
So hyped. The few people that I told at work, I also sent the video. I was like, yo, check this out though. It's super hype.
All right, carry on.
Anyway. Oh, I've got the Killer Tomato taking quite a bit of damage here. Gonna be going down. Yeah. Both of these teams are really not like super hard about like engaging. You know, they're just kind of like happy to stay away and farm up their stuff and hope that they can win some duels.
I think both the teams are just kind of afraid of each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's reasonable enough, honestly.
There's so much damage.
Is this gonna be a fight? Yep, there we go. So 4-4 at the top, and then it's gonna be a Zeus against Windranger. Rest in peace of Zeus. Alright, Clint's gonna be chased down by the Troll Warlord. He is on the retreat though. And that's where the Saint-Tor ultimate is just hugely helpful. Got Ravage coming out, Shoulder's dead. Holy crap. It's just, you can see the power of the Solar Crest right there. Ember Spirit, he's got an attack following him.
Oh my god, Zeus actually won that duel.
Wait, did he? What?
Yes.
Okay, well, I should have watched that one, I guess.
Hex and a really well-timed Bloodthorn on the Shackle.
Cool.
He got
cool,
two different hexes off. He shrouded himself, which you can cast out of Shroud. You just can't attack out of Shroud. So he did.
Yeah.
He got down to probably 100 HP. It was extremely close. But then Hex came off cooldown again, and he just bursted him down with the rest of the spells.
Oh, DXS and the Medusa are just gonna go ahead and finish up the Magnus. And there we go.
With that, Cafefe doesn't really matter that he has regen crystal. There's not much you can do.
Nice all from Solar Crest is overkill. Yeah, Solar Crest is very powerful, and I think it's finally time to nerf it. Oh, Windranger gonna be on the retreat.
Ooh, is that an Uber Lycan? It is.
Yeah, you don't really want to mess with him. He does a lot of damage, and he
You
is.
don't walk if you get hit by his rupture.
Disruptor Ball does a lot of damage. They're gonna go ahead and try to... Oh, nope, nope, nope. Don't walk.
Don't move, Mr. Random.
Alright, cool. So they'll get that really quick. He's now getting healed up by the Tide Hunter.
14,000 HP between the ultimate and the shared heart.
Yeah, he's tanky. He's definitely tanky.
Yeah, and then
Skewer
he
forward. They get the Tide Hunter,
hits
so that's
for
good.
almost 2 grand.
So how high do you think the chance for Divine Rapier is? On this Ember
See
Spirit?
Rapier pickup? Oh, Rapier on the Ember?
I mean, he
I
could
mean, with this
upgrade-
item build, definitely, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could upgrade his Lincolns if he wanted to, but he isn't. So
It's either after the Lincolns or before. I think he's definitely going to go for one this game, though. It's just that, you know, he's all in.
no, he actually upgraded his boots.
Every coin helps.
All right, never mind.
Ah, okay. Get
That's a little bit
gold flowing.
disappointing. I was looking forward to the Rapier.
It would have been cool. I mean, he'd just get killed, though, and feed us to the Clinks, and then there'd be a 15,000 HP Clinks with a Rapier running around.
Oh, Wind Ranger goes down. Nice. Capture points are over. And, yeah, now it's just a matter to get those last few points for the Radiant side, I think. And it's fine, but these Russians, they really don't like just going at it. Playing more defensively. Although, this is something that's pretty common, I think, towards the later stages of the game. You know, like if you're the Dire side, you don't want to feed a bunch of kills to the Radiant. And if you're the Radiant side, I mean, no need to really take any risks at this stage, right?
Yeah,
get
you just
some
want to
bosses.
maintain your lead and just trade bosses, you know? If they just both boss rush and they can kill bosses at about the same speed, then Radiant wins.
Well, about to
Assuming
kill
they can
these-
also win a final duel, of course.
These Temple Guardians down here.
Some tanky Temple Guardians.
Yeah.
The Uber Guardian.
Especially since they are trying to make sure that they aren't, you know, going into the enrage mode. So these Temple Guardians, they have a special mechanic. After they get, after they have
If
one
the
of
other one
their-
dies.
Yeah, after one of them dies, the other one goes into an enrage mode. He's much more powerful, like he attacks quicker, he does more damage. And he also gets access to the big AoE ability, which they don't use otherwise. Only a single Temple Guardian will use it, not two of them. And the problem with that ability is that it makes him invincible. So if possible, you want to avoid the Temple Guardian using it.
Here comes-
Ah, they got so close.
Oh, he didn't quite get it.
Yeah, that feels real bad, man. They got real close to getting him. But not only will he, you know, do a lot of damage and kind of waste your time because he's invincible, but he also usually manages to get a few seconds of health regen, which just undoes some of your work, which is a bit of a problem. They finally get it. Ravage.
Here
is
comes
here.
the DXS Ravage.
Oh, they did. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
bit greedy. Oh, wow. Amber Spirit. I mean, when he actually gets to hit something, he does a lot of damage.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, I guess, even if Medusa's screaming and they have all that stuff going on, if they get like a 5-man RP,
Oh, yeah, they did.
they're all going to die.
And that's what they are hoping for, right? That's how the Dire side wins. They get a good RP or just maybe lucky positioning. They throw out 2 sleights of fists and the game is over. Well, not over, but
The game is extended because
the game is actually the
Radiant's
exact opposite
Radiant's
of
going to
over,
get to
yeah.
final duel first.
The game is longer now, but that's how they win. That's how they win the final duels, you know. And eventually they'll get to a point where they can actually just throw one of those out and the game is over. But of course, that requires them to be able to pull that off. And so far, the fights have not been looking in their favor. All right, got a 2-2 here. Medusa ultimate is already active. Wind Ranger. She's gonna be going for the Viper. Viper should die. Yeah, Viper's dead. So this duel is likely over. On the other side, Sainto Warrunner taking a lot of damage. Ember Spirit now coming in.
They managed to burst down the Clinks already.
That's good. That's what they need, right? Tidehunter's providing
the heart
the
transplant.
Centaur. Yeah, the heart transplanter makes actually, you know, Centaur just does a lot of damage as well. He's got himself that big ultimate. It is a multiplier of his strength, and the dude has 500 strength, so currently does 3,000 damage.
500 strength without the heart transplant.
Titan's is caught over here. He's still fine, but they're gonna go ahead and
Nice.
stun him up. Make sure
He's gonna
that
get his
he also
heart off
continues to stay
cooldown.
fine.
Grabs the regen rune and just walks away. He's probably gonna share the heart back. Oh no, he just blinks back.
He's just sitting inside of that. That's funny. Alright, there's the Nimbus. Zeus is probably the best hero for this. You know, like it's the percentage-based damage.
Yeah.
but-
They're actually kind of doing work right now. They're getting a lot of damage out. Thing is that there's no Cafefes in this duel, so they can't stop these two really tanky heroes from just healing back up to full all the time after they manage to whittle it down. I feel like they just realized that about Magnus, and they were like, actually, let's kill the Zeus.
Okay, and it's gonna be a draw. But that doesn't mean it didn't matter, because we are going into a final duel.
Ah, yes. Final duel time. That's actually really, really, really good for Radiant that that duel lasted forever. Because it let ultimates come off cooldown.
Yeah. So, things, he has a creep. He has his BKB. RP. Coming out on only the Medusa, and now Magnus is dead. Just dead. Takes a lot of damage. And
Wow. That's
actually,
a tanky Magnus, though.
yeah, he's tanky, but he's still gonna go down. They get the Wind Ranger, so it's a 1-for-1 so far. RP comes, Ravage actually comes out, 2 for 2. Zeus gonna be going down to the Clinks. Medusa, and yeah, that's just gonna be 3 dead. Ember Spirit, the only one left for
In
Dire
stone
Side,
form, and there he goes.
does not
right.
matter. The
Good
game
first
is
game.
over. And, well, that's a 1-0 for MTY. Well, they're looking good.
I kind of feel like Weighted Death counterpicked themselves that game.
Did the Dire do it again? The Dire may have done it again. May definitely have done it again. Oh, been a long day.
Yeah, I've been up since 2:30 a.m. It is currently 9 a.m. Why would you make it an MMR game? Of course it's an MMR game.
Of course, that's the main thing we're playing over. Who cares about the money?
Yeah, the MMR is worth more than the prize pool.
Absolutely. Like, who gives a shit about the money? We're here for the MMR. You know what makes me happy? Like, ETA just lost in tournament. And you know what they're doing?
Playing.
They're playing OAA. That's
Yeah.
cool, isn't it? I like that.
Yeah, I feel like they're just casually playing while watching the tournament, you know? Like, it's not like they're just going to sit there and do nothing while playing, while watching.
Right? Well, that's just a good feeling, you know? They aren't like, oh, I want to go ahead and win the money. Oh, well, I lost. Now I'm salty. Fuck this game. But instead, they're just like, damn. All right, next one we got next one, though. Anyway, now we're going to wait for the next game to start. The teams do have, like, upwards of 10 minutes pause if they so choose to. They can also choose to just start the next one immediately.
Yep. I'm going to take a peek at what Nail and Jumper J are up to in this game. Let's see.
When is the next tournament in September? Yes, the next one is going to be in September, and that one is going to be broadcast by Beyond the Summit, and it's going to have a $5,000 prize pool. So that's going to be a major. All right, this right here is just a minor. It's no big deal. All right, just got a small little prize pool of $500, but hey, it's enough, you know. It's a little bit of money, and yeah.
Is Zero still the #1 MMR player?
Who?
Zero? Yeah, he is. Still #1.
Nice.
Zero plays a lot.
Who is the second player? There's a... Oh, that's Larinal, I think.
It is Lionel, yeah.
Yeah, he changed his name to I'm not a good player, no pick me.
Yes.
Somebody seems a little bit annoyed that they lost.
No, it's been his name for a while.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was actually his name before the tournament, then he changed it to Larnell for the tournament, so that way you can tell who he was.
Ah, okay. Okay.
A lot of people got rid of their meme names for the tournament. I really appreciate that. It actually helps a lot with casting if we know who you are.
Yeah. Well, I think me putting in that rule that, you know, like, offensive or insulting names will be, like, could result in a disqualification really was just kind of like, let's not take a chance on this one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with our rule set, actually. It's totally not copy-pasted either.
It's a good set of rules. Makes sense. They're all just, like, really reasonable things. I don't think there's anything overstepping too much or anything. Oh, you can tell Weaver's new because he bought a Devastator, and Devastator is a horrible item.
It's not that bad. It's kind of like a worse Desolator that gives you a bit more burst. Hey, Penultimate George, thanks for the 7 months. I think Devastator can actually do something. Although, Devastator just does not do what I wanted to do, mostly.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main problem. It's not actually implemented to its design. And its design is stronger.
And also,
And
I can see why the Weaver would buy it, because the current description may or may not imply that it gives you upwards of 800 damage.
Yeah, which it doesn't.
Does not do that. And then also we know it's not insulting people. No, that's just stating facts. But as I mentioned, that joke's over now anyway, alright? That's just... It's just done now. It's over. Nail is no longer a winner. Right? It's not gonna get better or funnier than what we had anyway.
Exactly. And besides, I feel like that joke only exists so long as the NIW team is undefeated in turn.
Yes.
That's like what made it so funny is how good you guys were with such a ridiculous name. Yeah.
Oh, poor Reaver, he might actually died. Nah, it's fine.
I'm keeping an eye on the other games. You can keep watching that for quality stream content.
So they're already starting the other game.
Yeah, but it's still in delay. You can't even see picking. You can't even see the team
but
selected.
no, it's just good to know.
I'll let you know.
Starting quickly.
Yeah,
Right,
no 10-minute breaks or anything. So we started the next game real soon. We're just basically just waiting for the delay to catch up. So game 2 in like 3 or 4 minutes.
You know, Lycan is a hero that I think is actually really strong. It's actually, funnily enough, Teemo was the one that really showed like what Lycan can do. And Lycan is able to just activate one ultimate and kill 3 bosses or 4 bosses. It's absurd. Just completely rush down one side of the map with the ultimate.
Interesting, really. Mm-hmm. Where does he get all the damage from? Is it just
Necroborg and Solar Crest.
Just...
You get Necroborg.
Oh, yeah, Necrobook, and no one really buys Necrobook, so.
Yeah, you get Necroborg, you get Solar Crest, and it's just absurd how much damage it actually does. It's crazy.
They're rehosting, so at least another 3 or 4 minutes before the game starts. There's a crazy looking Pudge. Alright, rehosted lobbies launching.
Alright.
So, probably about 3 minutes.
still don't know why the we know opponent thing became a meme. It's not even that funny. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just the thing. It's just, I guess it was the scrim that people played during the fundraiser.
Yeah.
You were like going through all the player names. You're like, I know opponent. And for some reason, someone
But like,
thought it
it's
was
not
really
even
funny.
You know, like that's the thing. Like I see when like if it had said it in a funny way, or
The
like
claim is that you said it in a funny way, but I didn't really get why it was funny.
I don't know. I don't get it either. Whatever.
Yeah. When the meme was explained to me.
Admittedly, memes don't really need a reason, do they? Don't you think 5.5 Earth Ultimate with 6-second cooldown was broken? Yeah, I do. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna change it right in front of the tournament. Now that the tournament is almost over, now we can start changing shit.
Yeah. You're gonna change it right before game 3.
Just add in a new patch. Make it real interesting. Nobody knows what's going on.
They're still failing the host. Lobby attempt number 3. What is this copy pasta?
It was a dark time and people had no hope. No one thought it would happen, not even the creator himself. But with dark time also comes bright times. You could say, we waited for what was thought to never happen. You could say, we were believing in nothing. Suddenly, we could see the light. The light is here, we shouted. It was finally confirmed. Nail is a winner. I'm glad that everybody appreciated that as much as I thought they would.
Oh god, that was so funny. I think no one appreciated it more than Frey, but we definitely all appreciated it. The best part is that Frey thought that was the real announcement for a little while.
Yes.
And that like the whole build-up was a joke.
I like that people went with it and like pretended that was the real announcement, because it's not like Frey, just saw only that clip and thought that was the real announcement. Frey came in here, asked for the announcement, and people gave him that. And we're like, that's it, don't worry. That's
Here you
fine.
go, Frey. That's the announcement. Enjoy.
Yeah.
And then he like set up his recording rig to record his reaction to it and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta get a reaction vid for this announcement. Like, try not to look at chat too much so it doesn't get spoiled. And then that. Just tune in. What was the announcement? The announcement is standalone. Watch the video. It's awesome.
Good video. It's got good music that I totally didn't steal from How to Train Your Dragon.
Definitely not.
It's fine. It's only like 20 seconds that falls under fair use. That's how it works. That's actually how it works. Though.
Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure exclamation point announcement goes to the real announcement. Yes, it does. And then there's a fake announcement that we did right before that.
We should make we should make like a command with the fake announcement that just has like misspelled versions of announcement. So if somebody accidentally misspells announcement, they just get the shitty one.
Like with one, like if you miss the double N's or the E after the C, people fat finger that a lot. That would be pretty funny. And then also you can intentionally write in the misspelled one to other people.
Yeah, right. And with a bit of luck, they don't notice.
Yeah.
I think that's like the perfect level of meme right there. You gotta earn the real announcement by being able to type announcement.
Being able to spell the word announcement. It's a pretty high barrier, but yeah. So we're just waiting on the delay. It's not visible yet, so you can keep watching that. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll admit that our game isn't super interesting, so I'll be coming over.
So I'm gonna look at the loading screen instead. Sorry, Nail, your game is less interesting than a loading screen.
There's 2 disconnects. Okay, we made 2 people left. I mean, it's just not that interesting. Thanks, Charlie. Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite exclamation point commands is sing up.
Sing up, yes. I like sing up as well.
I'm gonna mute myself for a moment, and cough and blow my nose. I've been getting sick and it's terrible because I was like, oh good, I'm gonna get sick right before I'm gonna talk for 8 hours straight. This is gonna be great.
What item will you suggest for mid-witch doctor?
30 seconds to go.
Shadowblade and Arganus. Realistically speaking, maybe a hand of Midas? I don't know. It can't, like, if you're doing weird stuff like that, from my experience, it really, like, you just gotta feel out the game and what you need there. Like, what do you think is gonna be useful in this particular game? Right? Because, like, maybe the item you need in your Witch Doctor mid match is like a Solar Crest, and that's gonna let you, like, get a lot of kills. Like, then you should go for Solar Crest. Or if you think, you know, like an Urn is gonna be good here, then maybe you should go for Urn. But it all comes down to, like, what you're doing at that point in time. Okay, so we've got a game. We've got Medusa and Spectre being banned, as well as Io and Omni Knight. So I imagine there will almost certainly be a Ricky ban from the Dire side. Wait, do I have this the right way around? No, I don't have it the right way around. I need to change my school board. Okay. And then we've got the Ancient Apparition, and there's the Ricky ban. So Wiper gonna be picked up pretty much immediately.
First ban Medusa, big ol' nope last game.
Yeah, I mean, the Medusa was a real problem. Although, admittedly, I don't know if the Medusa really carried him. And, like, I was just about to say, I feel like the Clinks was the bigger issue. And then there's the Clinks, like, not banned and just available, and they instantly pick him. Right? And that's just... Yeah. Admittedly, I did not like that Ember Spirit. That just didn't work. You know? And, maybe if they just have a different hero for the Clinks, then maybe they'll be fine. Okay, there's the Luna. Guess they really value that Luna. I mean, Luna is a strong hero. Sniper gonna be banned out. Oracle is picked up. The Oracle pickup, of course. I'm not sure if that's still something these teams value, because the metagame does shift pretty quickly. But not too long ago, Oracle was always associated with Huskar. You would always go for Oracle and Huskar and just create this combination of two heroes that, well, you know, like just synergize really well with each other. You know, Huskar does not want to die, and Oracle makes things not die. And Huskar provides absolutely nothing to Oracle, except you don't want to be near the Huskar. So the Oracle just sticks near the Huskar, and then he's kind of fine. Wraith King being banned out. It's not too surprising. We saw Wraith King be fairly effective earlier. And then we'll see. I did really like that Aura Strat. I thought the Aura Strat was really interesting.
Yeah, Orchestra was super cool. Also, I think my new favorite Twitch chat game is everyone named different misspellings for the word announcement. Just like chat looks so dumb.
Santo being picked up again. I mean, that seems reasonable. Rutik does need a hero to play.
Every game this tournament.
You know, like
No
maybe
exception.
that's how you beat MTY. You just ban Centaur, and then they're like, well, we only have 4 heroes. We only have 4 players, so
Yeah, Rudik could probably just leave during the picking phase.
I guess we just leave now, right? Like,
GG, I guess.
The Viper and the Oracle is pretty strong. A hero that, 2 heroes that I think have really fallen out of favor without really very much changing at all are the Storm Spirit and the Zeus. They used to be like absolute mega top tier first ban, first pick every game. And now people are just kind of cooling on them a little bit. There's the Ursa. I think Ursa is kind of neat.
So Storm Spirit, I'm not sure why. Zeus, it's because we removed Refresher Core. It really substantially nerfed the hero. Also, the fact that Hex is higher tier, and that's one of the best intelligence items you can grab.
Yeah.
Like Zeus's, it's Zeus's item build got nerfed into the ground, and that's why the hero became less popular. The hero still does everything he did before.
Well, Windrunner coming out again. So very much a very similar lineup. I mean, so far, only the Luna is a new addition. Titans are being banned out, though. I think that's a pretty big, it's something that definitely is like a pretty big change. You've got the Phantom
MTY
Lancer.
seems really comfortable with this lineup. They've been running just basically different variations of this most games.
So, there's some disagreements if it comes to Phantom Lancer. I think Phantom Lancer is really good against Luna. Because there's a lot of illusions that soak up the Luna ultimate, right? And I believe Archimo said that Phantom Lancer is not very good against Luna because all of the illusions get killed by Luna ultimate. So it really comes down to what you're looking for. But we'll see how this plays out. I do think Phantom Lancer is just in general very strong. And I like that they ban out the Sven. When we tried Phantom Lancer earlier against the Sven, that just did not work at all.
Can't believe Magnus made it that far.
I don't know. Honestly, Magnus just hasn't been performing that well. I wouldn't have been surprised if he just went all the way through without being picked up.
That's actually true. He might be one of the most overrated heroes of this particular tournament.
Like, he does well, and like his W is really nice, right? And the ultimate, when you get it, is strong. But people are just getting really good at playing around Magnus and not getting hit by RP. So, he's become less and less significant. He does usually need, like a Naga or somebody to help him. And then you also got to keep in mind is just a lot of counterplay. Eventual Spirit being picked up. So I kind of wonder if that Eventual Spirit is maybe just more of like a, somewhat ban as well. Because I feel like the Eventual Spirit would fit really well into MTY's lineup. But, I mean, she's also a strong hero in general. Does work somewhat well with Fan? No, actually, no. Sorry.
And I see a few people asking. DXS is still in this game. That's Dull Boyob. It's DXS. Changed his name between games for some. He probably heard me thank the stream for everyone using their correct names, and he's like, "Oh well, can't have that."
There's no one playing TA. It's kind of a hard question. I think it's just like always a matter of like which heroes are popular. I think heroes that are considered really strong are, you've got the Viper, you've got the Phantom Lancer.
Those are just a ban today, but not a pick.
Yeah. Tia is not a bad hero by any means. I wouldn't be surprised to see her picked up in a game at all. She just hasn't been picked up recently.
I wonder what this last pick will be.
Well, in my opinion, they are lacking some sort of like supporting type, right? Gunka.
Oh, there we go. I was thinking they need a team fight lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that they run boats. Their Kunkka's really good.
No, Kanka with the boats is disgusting. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You get Refresher.
And More Than You's had fantastic success with it as well.
You get Refresher, you get Aghanims. Like, you can actually just perma-stun a team for, what, 6 seconds or something like that? No, it's more than that. It's much more than that. It's more like 10. It's crazy. It's crazy scary. And
yeah,
the
and
worst
you can
part...
either stagger them or overlap them. If you overlap them, you can get true permastun where they never actually get
Yeah.
unstunned. And if you stagger them, it just lasts forever.
And the worst part is, like, you can't really even properly dodge it. You know, you can't just say, oh, well, just don't get hit by that boat. Well, the boat is massive and it drags you along. Like, how am I not going to get hit by it? So,
Pulls
it's
you
going to
in.
be a bit tricky. But I'm glad to see him. I think it's really, really interesting. And I think he's actually going to perform well here, too. Going up against Ursa is pretty hard to deal with right now because, like, you know, as many people have pointed out, the ultimate with Aghanims has a very low cooldown, and with all of the talents Ursa has gotten recently, you know, 1.5 seconds in rage duration and the enrage against status resistance, he's just able to not get hurt ever. Unless you...
Ursa's really scary. I
Stout.
think Ursa might be undervalued. I think he's really, really strong.
He's also great at killing the corner creeps.
Yeah, like he
Super good.
farms super effectively. He demolishes anyone. It doesn't matter how tanky you are, he'll eat you alive. And he's so tanky himself if you build him correctly.
Now
with
it says
ultimate.
MTY on these buttons. Where is this technology coming from?
I don't know, especially since isn't that not MTY?
This is MTY. No, you're totally right. This is not MTY.
So I guess the side doesn't matter.
Weird.
It's just for some reason all of the radiant dials.
Oh my god, this was a big storm from the center. It just did so much damage. Oh, admittedly, the Viper's poison is just hurting them. They're standing on top of it. Ursa goes down. Ursa is one of the like major damage dealers in early duels like that, but another big storm.
Yeah. He's
Right,
getting them
there've
with
been
that.
2 storms in this fight. One of them hit 5 heroes, and then the next one hit 4 with only 4 of them alive. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how you lose a level 1 duel.
Both stomps hit every living hero.
Supreme is just gonna go ahead and start by cleaning out some of these regular creeps here. I don't even hate that too much. You know, I usually just go straight for the corner camps. But this way you get a little bit of, you know, golden experience going on first, and that will just make farming the corner camps a bit better. And the important thing
And
is...
bottles, as you pointed out earlier.
And the important thing is, like, the corner camps, so what are the corner camps? The corner camps are these creeps in the corner. They are ancient camps, but there's only a single creep that spawns there. Now, the way creeps work in OAA is that if you have every camp has a capacity, a maximum capacity. And if the maximum capacity of a camp is met, then creeps will no longer spawn there. But instead of creeps spawning, what happens is that the power and the bounties of the camps that would spawn gets divided up amongst all the creeps that are already in the camp. So with a regular camp, I think that number is like 10 or 12 or something like that. With the corner camps, that number's 1, which means anytime that camp would spawn again, if there's already 1 creep, that 1 creep will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, both in power and in bounty. So you can actually just kind of leave them chill. You're not losing out on any money by not killing them, right? And so the Ursa can just say, oh, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and clear out all of these other camps, and then I'm going to go ahead and start grinding up these corner camps after I got a little bit of something. And what is it that he wanted? Boots. Well, okay. Not necessarily what I expected, but sure.
He also might have just been waiting for the shrine to come off cooldown.
Yeah, I guess. I
So
don't know.
you could use it during... Or bottles, really, is what he got.
So he's gonna go ahead and kill this creep now, right? And so you see this camp is dead, so it will respawn. But this creep over here, like, we'll probably have a chance to see it. Right, it's got 2400 HP. So once we hit the minute marker, it got bigger. It's now 2500 HP. I don't know, timing one that
And
was
so
a little bit weird.
there is a cap on the amount of power that the game will put into there, but there's no cap on the bounty. So you never ever lose out on farm. Just eventually the game's like, I'm not gonna let this creep camp get too hard.
Yeah. Now these corner
It's
creeps,
based on
they
a
are
percentage of the currently spawning.
corner
so
creeps
that
are
cap
in
also goes up.
corner creeps are in all 4 corners of the map. So you've got one here, you've got one here. Right, and farming these corner creeps is a pretty essential part of the metagame, because as it turns out, for many, 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 many heroes in the game, it is much easier to farm a camp like this than it is to farm a camp like this, right?
Ursa,
Yeah.
3-minute 40 Roshan, easy.
Ursa is a prime example for this. And because you're able to farm these camps, so effectively, you know, these heroes do get very powerful. And it's just like important to fight over these camps. A hero we haven't seen today is Lich. And I think Lich is actually super interesting in OAA, because he's got some very specific uses. Like, first of all, he's just kind of like, you know, like he does his ultimate and he has a slow and all of that shit. But his main use is actually that his E can be used to deny enemy corner camps. So you just go to the other side of the map and use the E and instantly kill it. Which is really, really annoying, because you're kind of denying, you know, you're having a lot of your potential farm denied. And then the other thing is he can kill twins super effectively. So once he gets Aghanim's, you immediately get tier 2 cores.
And he levels up super duper fast when he's doing that strat as well,
Yeah.
because he's killing corner creeps so quickly. He doesn't get much gold though, so you have to get some sort of gold boots to help you out. But the beautiful thing about it is that even if they kill you, you just, as long as you get the deny on the creep, it's so ridiculously worth it. The amount of gold that they get for killing you isn't even close to how much they get for killing a corner creep.
And this is another reason why the Tranquil Boots are so popular right now. Because Tranquil Boots
Yes.
can be used to one-shot corner creeps, right? You can see this creep has 2,000 HP or 3,000 HP, and then you've got the greater Tranquil Boots coming in, just one-shotting that really quick. And you get a lot of Tranquil money for that, and you get a shit ton of experience, because corner creeps are ancient camps. Like, they are worth a lot more than a regular camp. Yeah. A lot of the metagame currently evolves around the corner creeps. They are very, very important. And understanding how they work is kind of essential to success. So that's why a hero like Ursa, for example, is very powerful, because he just has the ability to deal with those camps very easily. Things is gonna go down right here.
Oh my god, Ursa.
He's scary.
I love that he one-shots the corner creep. You know, that's what you do. And then the fact that he got a kill off it as well is nuts. He was perfectly fine with just dying there.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's actually something where you kind of have to change your mentality from regular Dota to OAA. Dying, especially in the early game, is just not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just perfectly fine to die. Like, just fuck it, right? Just go for a play, get something done, and then you die, and it's cool. Like, it's no big deal.
Yeah. I think what it is that there's so many more objectives in OAA that are worth more than killing a hero.
And especially, it's also the much lower respawn time, and it's just less punishing to die. So it's kind of fine. Like, it's not a huge deal to just get killed, and oftentimes it's worth it. Yeah, Ursa just goes in and takes down the Clinks really quick. Found himself that Centaur, though I'm not entirely convinced he'll be able to get that. Ah, should have A-moved. Alright. Clink's gonna go ahead and just take this down. But yeah, so as I've mentioned before, like, Tranquil Boots are something that are just very, very powerful right now. But I don't think that's like a fundamental problem with the item. I think that when they had their numbers made, the game was just in a different state, and also corner creeps didn't exist. So the introduction of the corner creeps really had a huge impact on how strong Tranquils are, and now Tranquils are just super, super, super broken. And, you know, but it's a relatively easy fix, because we just gotta adjust the numbers. You know, they're not fundamentally broken, they just... the numbers are too high.
And another thing we can do if we want to, which I actually think might be interesting to see how it affects the game, is leave the numbers the same, or maybe only barely nerf it, and then make it not affect ancients.
That's something we could do, although I think in that case it would still be too high.
I think it probably still would. I think level 1 needs to be pushed back a little bit, but I don't think it needs to be nerfed a crazy amount, especially if we make it so it doesn't affect ancients. Also, that would be a huge Lich buff, because then Lich would finally, once again, be the only hero that can just insta-kill enemy ancients.
I do like that. I do like that niche of Lich. And I know there's, I think, this is Derpy in chat saying that You know, Lich isn't that good because that's the only thing he does. But he's very good at that thing he does.
Yeah.
And like,
It's fine.
you know, like sometimes it's just a matter of like, is he not good at it, or are just it just does have? What if not everybody else had access to that same feature, which they currently do, right? Because Tranquils can kill those corner creeps. What if Tranquils couldn't do it? What if Lich was the only one that could? Now all of a sudden I feel like Lich just, ooh. Although I do actually just disagree. I think Lich is actually pretty solid right now. Anyway, Ursa coming in from behind. I've just been following Supreme a lot recently, and yeah, he's just kind of like running around doing things, being scary, being a big bear. Although he cornered himself into like not the most optimal situation right here.
And Mr. Random's finally going to come off of stun rotations right there and just kill everyone.
So what I expect to see from this Ursa is an Aghanims and an Octarine Core, right? That's the build. Now, you don't rush either of those items because they don't really help you in the early game.
Oh wow.
But you do get them just so you can then hopefully get those big plays with the ultimate. As I've mentioned before, ultimate eventually ends up having a 6-second cooldown and a 5.5-second duration and gives you 80% damage reduction and 80% status resistance, as well as making your Fury Swipes deal like 3 times the damage. It's just a little bit silly, and it's hard to deal with.
If there's a hero that can chew through the 10 to 15,000 HP that a Clinks ends up with in late game, it's Ursa. Ursa can do it.
Well, there are also different heroes. I haven't looked at them very much, but they exist. We've got a Phantom Lancer.
There are other heroes in this game.
Well, Phantom Lancer's level 12. We've got ourself Skadi, Diffuser Blade. Just pretty much the usual Phantom Lancer stuff. We've got Luna. It's going to be the support Luna we saw earlier. Klinks just kind of farming up level 19. He's quite powerful. Vox on the Kunkka going for a Necrobook. Now,
interesting.
we have talked before about how there aren't many options to detect, right? Like some people were complaining about the fact that the sentry wards there currently aren't enough sentry wards available in the shop to really deal with invisibility. But there is a tool that detects that people haven't really been using, and that is Necrobook. So we'll see how that works out. It's quite interesting. I like it. I like seeing that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Also, it's super powerful early game. One of the best things about Necrobook is the build-up.
Yeah.
It's just like normal Necrobook gotten at a normal time before cores are a thing and stuff, or just like the putting one core into it. It's so good. But Necrobook's a ridiculously good item.
Oh yeah, Necrobook it's just one of those things where in regular Dota, I mean, if you could get a Necrobook at level 10, you would. Like every game. Right? Yeah. Because
it's ridiculous.
It's as strong as a hero. Now in OAA, you kind of can actually do that. It's actually kind of an option. Now, you are setting back your other items, and that kind of progression is important here. But on a hero like Kunkka, where really he's just kind of going to be running around hoping to get his level 25 quickly so he can get that triple boat going, and until then he's not really that fussed about doing anything other than throwing out an occasional boat and torrent. In that situation, why wouldn't you want a Necrobook? One seems like a nice item to have.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kunkka's a support. He has item slots available for purely utility.
He's also going for the Refresher already. He's got Aghanims. So, Refresher, Hand of Midas here. Yeah. I like the Hand of Midas. I think the Hand of Midas is a really neat idea. We'll just allow him to actually, get to level 25 quickly. And that's important. He summons the Necrobook. We're going into a duel. It's a 4-on-4 up here. Arrow comes out. Well, Phantom Lancer going to go ahead and take down one of the Necrobook minions already. The other one goes down as well. Ursa fighting it out with the Kunkka over here. Yeah, he reactivated it. We've got the Refresher coming out. Ursa going to be summoned back. Torrent misses. We do have another Necrobook being activated though. They just keep coming.
They do.
Another important thing about the Necrobook, a tool that I personally believe currently doesn't exist enough of in just the regular Dota item repertoire, is Perch. And turns out Necrobook is actually one of the 2 items you can buy that purchase. 3 items. Yules is also a thing.
Yeah, it's going to Yules and Lotus Sword.
Well, I mean offensive Perch.
Oh, wow.
So it's Yules and what's his face? Nullify. Nullify also purchase.
And Shattergy.
Well, yeah, but that's not an item. I mean,
yeah, I know.
But yeah, the Necrobook summon, it can purge, and that's really handy. Do you think more utilities better on the supports or more auras? It really comes down to what your team needs, right? Like, I feel like in this particular game, you are going up against an Ursa. You're gonna just have to deal with that, and you gotta figure out how to deal with them. So, honestly, the auras aren't gonna be the way to go, right?
I also think it depends on the support. I think only supports that are very, very naturally tanky do you want to build auras on, because if you just die, your auras don't matter.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So, like, you know, like Aura Tank was a really popular, like, general archetype of hero in OAA for a really long time. It hasn't been that popular for a little while now.
One of the important things there is just, you know, you gotta be able to actually survive. Funny enough, I think Kunkka might be able to do it, but the Kunkka this game, he's going for something else. I actually really like what he's doing. Alright, Ursa taking a lot of damage. He's got Aghanim's now. Actually going for Nullify. No Octarine Core yet. I wonder if he's going to change that out later. That's a lot of units in this fight. It's just a lot going on. We've got the Phantom Lancer ultimate. We've got the Oracle keeping the Ursa alive. Nice reflect, but going to be blocked by the Lincolns. In the meantime, the Luna just kind of sitting to the side. She's not level 25 yet, so no mini-stun on the ultimate. Oracle goes down, and they both retreat to the shrine right here. In the meantime, they're going to also be able to finish off the Viper, and the Vengeful Spirit Illusion is the only thing that's left. Vengeful Spirit going for Aghanim's there, which is interesting. Making sure she can continue spamming even past death. I think she can continue using items, right? Oh no, you actually can't use items. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, Wind Ranger going to be caught yet again. Saintor.
That's interesting. I wonder how Venge will work out in duels. So, like, you kill the Venge, doesn't matter. She's just going to stick around and keep stunning you.
No, I don't think the illusion matters at all. I think the illusion, like, you don't have to also kill the illusion. It doesn't count as a hero.
Well, yeah, no, you don't have to kill it, but I mean, you're still going to keep getting stunned.
Yeah, that's true. You're going to keep getting stunned. And it does actually have, you know, a pretty low cooldown. It's 10 seconds right now. Eventually it's going to be minus 5 seconds. And it gets plus 400 damage. Or, you know, pierces spell immunity, depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So, it's a scary ability. Well, Ursa finds himself a Wind Ranger.
Yep.
Actually gets that kill. That's surprising. I am also a bit surprised to see this Ursa not go for an Octarine Core. I don't know, maybe he plans on getting rid of the Greater Tranquil Boots later on.
Yeah, or maybe he just doesn't value the uptime as much as just getting more damage items.
Interesting note, the Ursa is actually saving skill points. So I got 2 points into the queue right now.
Oh, so that's when he gets to the correct level. It's so he can upgrade Overpower and Fury Swipes at the same time without...
Yeah, I do think he's saving one too many though.
He is saving one too many. He could actually have Earthshock be level 3.
So... it's kind of an interesting little strat. It's not terrible. But oftentimes you just kind of like surrendering a lot of power for something that doesn't really have that much of a payoff. But sometimes it can be really nice. And on an Ursa I can definitely see it. Gonna go ahead and get the Wind Ranger. Boat is coming out. Torrent gonna be coming out as well. Phantom Lancer taking a lot of damage. He's dropping fairly low. Doppelganger out of there. Saintor caught. Yeah, he goes down.
Yep.
You know, even though we've been looking a lot at the Ursa, MTY is actually quite a bit ahead. You know, doubling the Radiant side in kills. It's just the Clings is, again, it's just so overwhelming.
Oh yeah, I've been following around Mr. Random, and he is just going nuts. He's the highest level in the game. He's the highest net worth in the game. He's just getting work done.
Yeah, it's just, Clings is scary. Like, there's a reason why Clings has been banned pretty much all tournament. And... well, he got picked twice here. Honestly, that's something that I feel like that is the biggest mistake Way to Death has made here. That they just let Clings fly twice.
Yeah.
Especially
Mr.
after
Random
that first game.
Such a good Clinks. And Mr. Random plays a lot of Clinks.
Yeah. I mean, all of the pop stompers love Clings because he's a great pop stomping hero.
Yeah, because he's you know, much more of a one-man army than a lot of other carries are, who a lot of times depend on their team.
Yeah.
Well-timed boat to catch the Phantom Lancer out of his doppelganger.
Just takes down the Oracle with no problem. Continues running around, going for the Vengeful Spirit right here. She swaps herself out, puts the Ursa into a really bad spot, and he just dies. Viper gonna be next, and that's the end of that. I don't think the Radiant side got a single kill here. They just got completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, wow, more than you showing up strong today. They've always been one of my favorite teams, but they haven't been performing particularly well in scrims and another tournament that happened recently. So they were seeded all the way down to 4th.
Yeah, I mean, but they're doing really well here. I mean, they just got this under control. I do just think that they won the drafting, like, in this game and the game before. They're doing a great job mostly in the draft, I feel, and I mean, that is a big reward that comes with winning the draft, right? Like, drafting is important. So, gonna go ahead and take down a boss. We've got a boat coming in, trying to stop the Radiant side from taking boss. The Saintor just charges over the cliff. He doesn't give a damn. Ursa being worked on by the
he's just gonna do it again.
Oh
god, here comes the one ultimate.
And he just got slaughtered. And now they're not only gonna be able to steal this boss, but, you know, they didn't even lose a hero. Yeah,
that's ridiculous. They're playing really, really, really well. And they have great... I was going to say they have great vision, but they actually don't have great vision right now. But throughout the game, they've had great vision. And that's been doing them wonders.
It's something with Shivas, because summons are weak as fuck because of it. Yeah, Shivas is one of those things where it's kind of problematic, because it's actually a really important item to the game in its current state. I'm kind of considering making it so that agility doesn't give a point of attack speed, but instead gives 0.8 attack speed. And then we can actually know Shiva. But
I think also Shiva versus summons, I think what we should do is adjust the base attack time versus attack speed on the summons, so that they attack the same speed that they do now, but attack speed slows don't affect them nearly as much.
Alright, carry on.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff we need to do there. Shiva's Guard is one of those items, like, it just has a really, like, it's got a lot of attack speed slow on it. And you usually see a Shiva's Guard on every team, but it's actually
especially for bosses.
But it just keeps the game in check to a certain extent, right? Like, it's one of the items the game is actually kind of balanced around. It's a bit tricky. Well, they're gonna go ahead and take down the Charger right here. The advantage of having the Ursa is that Ursa is very good at just taking down these bosses, right?
Oh yeah.
Something I think funny though is, you know, when we first started this project, everybody's like, what are you going to do about Ursa? Right? And then turns out that he's fine. We don't really need to do
he's
anything.
just fine.
He's fine. I mean, he's good at
killing bosses. We made our
bosses
bosses interesting, and then that was pretty much all it took. Instead of them just being DPS tanks that Ursa can kill before anyone else.
Oh my god, look at Kunkka right there. Like, the bow just pulls people in from half the map away. It's absurd.
And then Mr. Random just, like, ignores the Phantom Lancer and kills his entire rest of the team. And then he's like, eventually I'll figure out which one's real and kill him.
Yeah, the Phantom Lancer's just kind of, like, doing his nonsense, but they'll get him. I mean, it's gonna take a while, but they'll get him. There we go. They got him. Thinks it's just heating up at the shrine. Wiper goes up into the air. Gunka. Does he have a boat? No, we just used it, I think.
I think he refreshed, though.
Yeah, where did it go? It seems like it's just now gone on cooldown, but I don't see it. Oh, weird.
Yeah, well, I saw him refresh. I'm not sure what happened to the boats, though. He must have just sent them in a weird direction. You know, I wasn't noticed.
It's actually kind of interesting to see that Kunkka didn't go for Drain Core, but admittedly one of the big advantages of boat, it's got 40 seconds cooldown.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have a long cooldown. So. But yeah, this game is looking a lot more one-sided than the one we had before.
Yeah.
It's just claims. I mean, what do you do, right? What do you do?
You ban him.
You ban him? You either ban him or you kind of like build your team around beating him. I hear that actually does surprisingly well against Klings. I think it's anti-mage. Just because you get like Lincolns and Aghanims. Right? And then he can't silence you or nullify.
Yeah, he can't doom you.
Right?
And then you just jump on him.
Like, as soon as he tries to go for you, you just immediately turn it around and jump him. And it's like, oh, well, this is kind of annoying. But honestly, Klings is just very powerful. There's no good solution to him because he's just really good. As Bommy made the announcement, yeah, just type announcement into chat, and then the chat will deem you worthy. Or will deem your worth, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Gonna go ahead and take down the 2 little slimes here.
Everyone's just spamming all the misspellings.
Found himself a shielder. It's gonna be a quick pick off as well. Yeah, I also really like the Windrunner. I think the Windrunner has been working out super well for them. She's just nice and strong, you know, she gets stuff done. Seems to be
Yeah, I'm
moving
really
into
into the Windrunner picks. They haven't been that common.
Oh, it's a
But we're gonna
5
get
and
it-
5. Nice.
we're gonna get it from
Up,
Stampede
there's a
as well.
boat. Yep, okay. Well, the Phantom Lance is gonna be kind of busy riding a boat. Oh, he uses a second boat. It's like a boat combo. Look at that. Alright, the second boat comes out, takes him down. The Ursa's dead. The Viper's dead. The Oracle's dead. The Spectre's... Vengeful, sorry. Vengeful's dead. Phantom Lance are gonna be stunned and he's dead.
Here we go. And that was 3 Stampedes during that duel as well.
Yeah. I mean, Radiant side is now in surrender range. Like, they can just... Like, they could concede. If a team is 50 kills ahead of the other team, then conceding is possible.
Yeah, button appears. But I think in tournament, especially finals, you just play it out.
Yeah.
Other team might like throw and feed you a couple tier 4 cores or something. We almost threw that game to Timo.
Oh, Windrunner just runs in on this, and there's the Lunar ultimate, and it just destroys them. God, I don't even know what to say anymore. This is just like that's where you know like it's looking really bad, right? Then a team kills a boss, and then the other team just has a single hero run in and take it, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
so I guess we can't kill bosses anymore. All right, I guess that's that.
They just drew a giant X on the bottom half of the map. I feel like they're like, let's avoid that part.
And there goes the tier 2 towards the Radiant.
Yep. Gotta keep that boss economy going. It's very, very important. Yeah, I love the Wind Ranger. It's super cool.
Yeah, she's just strong.
Not
as
a really
well.
popular hero, and she's just showing how ridiculously strong she is.
Yeah, it's just a hero that has no need for attack speed and has maximum attack speed. It turns out that's really good. Oh, nice shackle. Oh, that's a boat. Oh god.
Oh god, you're going for
look
the
at
bow.
those boats. I mean, what do you even do against that? Okay, well, put some Viper Poison on top of it so they can't really jump you because they're silenced, but I mean, Supreme is still dropping. Dropping through the ultimate. They activate the Oracle on it.
Go.
Yeah, they get the Oracle as well. Viper goes
Yep,
up
the
into
Windrunner
the air.
just casually killing everyone. All right, here comes Defense of the Odyssey, though, ready to deal some damage. But then here comes another boat. It wasn't quite time to cash him coming out of the Doppelganger. The Kunkka's been pretty good about that throughout this game, of delaying the boat cast till right before the Doppelganger invisibility comes back, or removed from game comes back.
Doesn't really matter, you know. It still puts the Phantom Lance in a really bad position. They managed to just take him down.
Yeah, even though he avoids the boats. Doesn't avoid death.
Look at them. They're just camping the base. No respect. None. Sounds on the Wind Ranger. She's actually taking a lot of damage here. She's going to be going down, so that's a good kill.
They almost get the Kunkka as well, but he gets ghost shredded out by his, either himself or a support, not sure.
Oh, up goes the Ursa. Yeah, Ursa is nowhere near the level where he can start abusing that ultimate. You know, right now it's still got 18 seconds cooldown. I guess that's the counter to the Ursa strat. Don't even let him get there.
Yeah, just kill him a lot.
Vengeful gonna be going down. Actually, that's a lot of misses. Damn, that was unlucky. Just uphill. Oh, there's the boat again.
Ooh, and it's pushing him out of their base.
Oh, there's.
Which is gonna really mess him up.
Oh, nice. Okay, he manages to double gang out of there. He's gonna double gang out of there as well.
The Rune Runner
Sainto runs
did
in.
get the ultimate on the right illusion during that, but he just doppelgangered out again.
Into a kind of in an awkward spot. You know, one of the nice things about having that Lucians is actually...
Oh my god! Oh my god! I like how he didn't bother veiling though.
Dude, I don't know what to say, man. 93 and 30.
93. Oh man.
But one of the things about the Sainto with the Lucians, it actually kind of means that the, you know, like the Wind Ranger doesn't really need boots. I mean, what for?
Yeah. Yeah, the Lucians really lets the whole team. It's very, very late Midas by the Luna. I guess the Luna realizing that she's probably not going to farm anymore for the rest of the game because they're just going to like camp the enemy team.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
no,
she's
she
trying to
just
mine
wanted some
it.
experience. She instantly sold it.
That's really funny. I mean, if you have that much gold, that is
Yeah.
super duper optimal play.
I mean, I feel like the better play is to just leave it in the stash and occasionally use it again. But I get where she's
Yes.
coming from, right? All right, dual time.
Yeah, it would be more optimal to do that. So I guess that's the slightly swaggier, but still very optimal play.
It's a 5 on 5. It's quite laggy.
Yeah, it's chugging. For
Oh
me.
my god, that shackle! No, go for the Phantom.
What
if you got
is
the
that
real one.
shackle?
Ah, it's a shame she didn't realize that she had landed the world's sickest shackle.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it is kind of hard to tell, but yeah. Viper dropping low, and Mr. Random working on that one. Yeah, I don't actually know if this is a great idea, because this is a long kill. Like, it's gonna take him a long time. Phantomas is just working on a Luna in the meantime. Luna goes down. Up into the air he goes, though.
Run from the dream at this point.
Trying to chase down the Wind Ranger. Oh, that
This
shackle
is
doesn't quite
actually an
match.
interesting duel right here.
It's surprisingly even, but at
Yeah.
this stage, maybe they have run out of.
Boat's off
surprises.
cooldown again. Can they kill him before he gets his other boat off, though? It looks like they probably will, or at least they'll get him so low on mana that he can't get it off.
Yeah, he's out of mana, so Vox is probably not that useful. Oh, Ursa goes down. Now it's just a matter of can they figure out which Phantom Lancer is the real one. This is stupid. Whoever came up with this talent. Oh, yep,
Nope.
no, they figured it out.
There it goes.
Whoever came up with that talent is an idiot. 27 seconds cooldown on that. Yeah, let's give it 3 seconds cooldown. Why not? And there's the final duel.
Yeah, Clinks doesn't even bother going Searing Arrow multi-shot.
I
It's
mean,
like,
You
we
don't
got it.
usually go for that. The 4-second strafe is better. Most of
Oh,
the
it's definitely better, but he's against Phantom Lancer. That's like the whole
Strafe
enemy's
is
carry,
pretty good.
basically. Yeah. It's just
And-
really good.
Oh, he actually mutes himself. Oracle is probably still there. Yeah. Oh, there's the Luna. Oh god. That's the Luna. Vengeful Spirit. Saj is dead. Phantom Lancer. Ursa. This is the boat. Oh, there goes Phantom Lancer. There's the second boat, and that's it.
There it goes.
MTY are your July minor champions. They take
Nice. Well done, MTY. I love MTY. They're my favorite team.
They take it. Is that the first time they've won a tournament?
Yep.
All right, that's cool. It's about time, I think. It's about time, I think.
Yeah, I think that they are at this point like staples of the community more than
Yeah.
you. They're awesome. They super duper good with strats and everything.
Sick. All right, cool. I mean, that second game wasn't close. The first one was a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, that concludes the Open Angel Arena July Minor. I hope you all enjoyed it. In September, we're going to have another tournament, and hopefully we're even going to have a trailer for Open Angel Arena Standalone. And
Yeah.
yeah. That's that.